Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the Free Amazon Sunday and Ask Luke. A really good question came in yesterday. If your question has not been answered yet, it will be. But this question came in yesterday and I wanted to do a video because it's a nice one to do on a Sunday during an international break. And it was from Upson again. And he says, what is the great five, if you could pick 5 West Ham matches from our history that you could go to, what would you pick? To get it down to 5 was quite hard. So I've picked out some matches that I would have loved to have experienced. I'm going to give some honourable mentions because these were games I was actually at first. So I'm going to do games that I was at because some of you might go, oh, but you forgot about that one, and you forgot about that one. That's because I was there. So games that I was there, that if I wasn't there, I'd like to have gone to, is obviously, the first one I'm going to pick out is Paolo Di Canio's Wimbledon goal. I was there. It was arguably one of the best goals I've ever seen live, and I've seen a few. You know, I see Trevor Sinclair's, I see Andy Carroll's, I see Dimitri Payet, nearly all of his goals. But yeah, to be there when Paolo put that in against Wimbledon sticks with me forever, you know, and for me holds his God legacy. The next one, a game that I was at, was the 3-0 against Spurs when Ravel Morrison scored that fantastic goal. Again, one of the best goals I've ever seen live. Unbelievable day. A proper ego to us day. We got one over them, and in such a great performance, one of the best performances. We didn't even have a striker on the day. We played obviously a false 9 that day, but a masterstroke on the day. But yeah, again, I'm listing these because these are games I was at. Di Canio, FA Cup, Taxi for Barthez. I was there, 16 years old. It was about 2 days after my birthday, one of the best 16th birthday presents I've ever had. Obviously, you only get one 16th, but unbelievable day. We beat the best Manchester United team that there was then. You know, Beckham, Giggs, Keane, Scholes, Solskjaer, York, Cole, all of them. We beat them. We could go into school the next day and brag about it. Yeah, arguably one of my greatest memories as a football fan and as a West Ham fan. Another honourable mention is the 5-4. The Bradford game, I was there. That was, you know, I was lucky enough to have a season ticket that year when we played some of our best football that we've ever played. Just an unbelievable match that sticks out, you know, a total emotional rollercoaster that game was. And obviously, honourable mention, and probably, you know, the biggest one of all, is the last ever game at Upton Park. That is, you know, one of the reasons I got back into buying a season ticket. Was about 2 or 3 years, 3 or 4 years before the last game at Upton Park, and you know, you knew it was coming, and it was like, okay, I need to get a season ticket, so I want to be there for that last game. Honestly, nothing has ever compared to that match ever. And again, the match had everything as well, but the day, the atmosphere, the fact that all these legends were just walking around the car park. I was in dream world. Like, all these geezers, West Ham legends, just everywhere. I got so many signatures. We've got the programme signed by nearly every single West Ham legend there. You can see Ray Winston turning up, and Paolo turned up, Cotty, Bishop. Just the car park was just ridiculous. But yeah, they're my matches that I actually went to. So I thought I had to mention them because otherwise you guys would be going, oh, but you forgot about that one. So it's not 5, but I've put it to, you know, matches in our history that seem to have a huge significance, or like something historical happened in that game. So the first one obviously that sticks out without a doubt is the 1964 FA Cup final. It's the first thing we ever won as a club, like first proper trophy we won as a club. Bobby Moore was captain, and you know, I can only dream of what it must have been like in the East End of London. You know, that night, that day, that week, when we went on and won that FA Cup. I bet it was absolutely immense, and it's something, you know, as a youngster, I call myself a youngster, I'm 36. But, you know, something that I have never experienced. The closest we've got is the Liverpool one. And obviously, you know, for weeks building up to that was amazing. There was West Ham flags everywhere in the build up to the FA Cup. So to actually see us win it, and see us win it for that first time, must have been absolutely incredible. Next on the list, I think it's pretty obvious, 1965 Cup Winners' Cup 2-0 win over TSV Munich. To win a European trophy at any time is incredible. You know, Champions League, Cup Winners' Cup, Europa League conference that's probably going to get started. Is it next season or the season after? But yeah, that's the only time we've won a European Cup. Not many British teams have won some sort of competition in Europe. You know, Villa, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea. But there's a select few, you know, that have actually gone on and won something in Europe. And that must just have been an amazing era to be a West Ham fan. You know, it's a famous saying, you know, Bobby went there 3 times. 64, 65, 66, and he was the winning captain every single time. So yeah, definitely that Cup Winners' Cup final. Will we ever see that again in our lifetime? You know, it's been a hell of a long time since we've been anywhere close to Europe or European finals. But yeah, what a day that must have been. Few little cheeky ones in here. 1968. How many of you remember this one? 8-0 against Sunderland. Jeff Hurst scored 6 goals. That must have been incredible. No player's ever done that in the Premier League. There's been a few that's got to 5, but to score 2 hat-tricks in a game is something, you know, not many players have done ever, let alone, you know, to do it for West Ham. So to just have been there and to experience someone getting a double hat-trick would have been fantastic. Next on my list was the 1980 FA Cup final. Again, Brooking header, 1-0. They're all, you know, they're all FA Cup. I missed out the 1975 one. Yes, of course, I would have liked to have got that one as well, but obviously I was just summing it down a little bit. Any FA Cup final win would have been fantastic to have gone to. Another one, 10-0 against Bury. Tony Cottee got 4 goals in that game. I think that's one of our biggest wins ever, if not our biggest win ever. Again, purely to just say I've been to the biggest win West Ham's ever done. Another one here, not a professional match, but a match I would have loved to have seen. Was West Ham 1 and Premier League Legends 1. West Ham 2, Premier League Legends 1. It was Bobby Moore's memorial match. Absolute legends. I've written some of the names down here. Hoddle, Summerby, Dix, Hodges, Brady, Bold and Cottee. I think they raised over £200,000 then, and that was, you know, back in '94. I think that game was. 200,000 was a hell of a lot of money back then. You know, it would have been nice. Obviously, under sad circumstances, it would have been nice to have celebrated Bobby's career and Bobby's life, and just to have been a player part in that, and you know, been there in the fans on that day would have been fantastic. There's a couple more. 1999 Mets. Again, I had a season ticket that year, but obviously I was far too young to be going off to France and see us win over there. That seems like, to most people around my age and a little bit older, that seems to be like one of the nights that they remember the most. You know, when we beat Mets 3-1, obviously goals from Sinclair, Frankie Lampard and Paolo One-Shop. And we won an Institute Bob Cup, didn't we? You know, and we had a fantastic team then, and it must have been just an amazing night of fun and joy in Mets. So yeah, what a game that would have been. 2 more that I wish I was at. West Ham 2, Ipswich 1, semi-final at Upton Park. Many people say that's the loudest they've ever heard Upton Park when Matthew Everton put that ball in. I was working in Magaluf at the time. I was doing my DJing stuff, and me and Paul were watching the game in Magaluf. And when that Everton goal went in, me and Paul made enough noise just by ourselves. You would think there was 1,000 fans in the bar. I don't think I've gone as mad as that for a goal as well. It meant so much. And you know, it springboarded us into that final that year. Yeah, what a goal. What a game that was. And I wish I was there to have experienced that. And last one that I wish I was there was, you know, Carlos Tevez 1-0 against Manchester United to keep us up. Don't get me wrong, the nerves must have been horrendous until the little man put it in. But what a game that must have been to go to. That must have been amazing. The celebrations and joy afterwards must have been just absolutely incredible. And again, that was a tough old day, you know. That was a good Manchester United team then. But yeah, that's my list of games I would have wished I would have gone to. Let me know yours, and let me know if you've got any other questions on that. Thanks for the question, mate. Until next time, please hit that subscribe button. Let's keep us going, you know, get us up to 4,000. Need about another 700. So, you know, it's going to take a little while, but we will get there. Until next time, guys, come on your wines. Keep believing. Let's go.